Mogul Motivation, empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs and dream chasers worldwide, 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I'm your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. When you survive your failures, it's inevitable that you will experience the rewards. Like, imagine yourself somewhere beautiful, somewhere tropical. It could be anywhere in the world, like Hawaii, Miami, the Caribbean, the Maldives. Doesn't matter. Just imagine yourself somewhere beautiful. You're by the water. The waves are splashing. You're on the beach or you're on the coastline. The weather is nice and hot. The sun is blazing. The birds are flying. It's just beauty all around you. But you start to think about all the bills that's waiting for you at home. You start to think about your bank account dwindling down. You start to think about all the problems that you have. So you start to create roadblocks, mental blocks, that's preventing you from experiencing the beauty around you. That's what we do every day. As entrepreneurs, as dream chasers in our career, every day we create roadblocks that stop us from enjoying the process. Just as I do on every episode, I use myself as a transparent example for this message. And when I was younger, when I was a kid, I always just wanted to do something creative. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be on the radio. And I had a radio show in college, but I'm talking about when I was young. I always wanted to be on the radio. I wanted to create movies. I wanted to make movies, that is. I wanted to do something creative. I wrote short stories. I did all of that. I published a book, self-published a book. It was #1 on the Amazon bestsellers list. Board games. I'm currently working on a sequel. I have Mogul Motivation. This is episode 283, I believe. I have another podcast, Sociology. I'm a professional photographer, and not only am I a professional photographer, but I'm doing things in photography that I desperately wanted to do when I started photography 10 years ago, and it took me 6 to 7 years to get into it. I'm living the dreams that I always wanted. But instead of enjoying the process, instead of appreciating the fact that I have these opportunities, I focus on my problems. I focus on the things I don't have. I focus on the things that's always coming up in the future. I create problems and mental blocks that prevent me from enjoying the beauty of living out my dreams. Am I on the radio? No, but I have 2 podcasts. I wrote a book. I'm a professional photographer doing the things that I love, creating my own schedule. I'm doing the things I love, ladies and gentlemen. So why do I continue to focus on the bad things? Why do I continue to focus on my failures? Failures that don't even matter. Did I fail in certain areas? Absolutely. But those failures didn't stop me from fulfilling my dream. So in your situation, yeah, you maybe didn't pass that exam. Yeah, you failed here and there. Yeah, you took a couple steps back. But guess what? You still have the opportunity, and you're still walking in your purpose, and you are still making headway and making progress. Stop focusing on your failures. Stop focusing on things that didn't go right, and focus on your passion. Don't focus on your problems. Don't focus on these imaginary roadblocks that's stopping you from enjoying the beauty. Whatever your dream is, this business you started it because you were passionate about it. You started it because you loved doing what you do. And you're doing it. You might not be at your end goal yet, but you're doing it. You're by the water. You're on the beach. You're on the coastline. The breeze is lovely. The sun is shining. But you're creating rain clouds. You're creating a destitute environment. You're creating something that shouldn't be. Does this mean that problems aren't going to exist? No, not at all. Problems are always going to be there. Bills are always going to come. There's always going to be hardship. But don't focus on that. Because see, if you focus on the sunny skies, if you focus on the water, if you focus on the beach, if you focus on the beauty around you, those problems aren't going to affect you. If you focus on the sun, it's going to dissipate those rain clouds. If you focus on what you love to do, your strength is going to increase. Your happiness is going to increase. Your enthusiasm, your courage, and your confidence is going to increase. And then you're going to realize that you're stronger than what you thought you were. Then you're going to realize that everything you're doing is for a reason. It is not in vain. Everything you're doing is going to break through. You're going to realize that you are the strongest source of motivation you will ever have. As long as you have a relationship with God, as long as you have that faith in yourself, nothing can stop you. Those roadblocks that exist, the real ones, will get plowed through. Those mental roadblocks you create will be broken through. Nothing can stop you from achieving your goal if you focus on the beauty and if you realize that the coast is clear. There aren't any roadblocks. There aren't any potholes. You're making those up in your head. The coast is clear. It's not blocked. It's not clogged. Everything you're doing is for a reason, and everything you're doing right now is in its perfect timing. Your business may be slow, but you're still doing it. You still started the business. You're still growing the business. You're not making as much progress as you think you should make in your career. It doesn't matter. You're still in the field that you want to be in. You're not at your target weight yet. Doesn't matter. You're still on the path to losing weight. You're still on the right path. The coast is clear. So let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. The coast is clear. The water is beautiful. The sun is shining. Don't allow yourself to think that it's cloudy and it's raining. Don't allow yourself to think that everything is mundane and ugly. It's not. Your passion is your passion for a reason. So focus on that. And that's going to liberate you from your problems, despite the fact that problems do exist and despite the fact that it's always going to be unexpected problems. If you continue to focus on your passion and if you continue to keep that faith in yourself and in God, you will win. When you survive your failures, notice I said win, not if. I'm taking it all the way back to episode 1. When you survive your failures, you will experience the reward. If this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for 2 things as always. Number 1, leave a 5-star review. And number 2, pass it on to a friend who may benefit from it as well. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you next week.